Hi, I'm Dorina Federici. Welcome to Let's Talk About Veterans, because their stories do matter. So today my guest is Sandy Rhodes, and I'm so excited for you to meet her. She's going to be talking about being a Navy Seabee, and that was all new for me, so I'm excited for you all to hear her story. So welcome, Sandy. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, Dorina. It's an honor.
Thank you. My very first guest, so I'm excited about this. So Sandy, tell us what made you decide to enlist and why the Navy?
So when I was in high school, I really had no career path chosen, and there's no way I could survive working my current job or even on my manager's salary. And my shop teacher asked what I was doing after high school. And I said, I don't know, maybe the military. And he said, well, I have a friend who's a Navy recruiter. I'll have him come in next class. So the Navy recruiter came in the next class and talked to me about some of the career opportunities there. I was pretty excited. I talked to the Air Force recruiter and an Army recruiter, but my Navy recruiter was so positive about the Navy, and I just really liked some of my career options there that I ended up choosing the Navy.
And the Seabee, where did that come into all that?
So in the 90s, there weren't too many female Seabees, and so they were really trying to recruit more women into the Seabees. And so they kind of pushed me towards that direction, and I found something I liked.
That's great. That's great. So can you tell us a little bit more of what you actually did? What did the Seabees actually do? I know this was all new to me when I first met you and I found out you were a Seabee. I had never heard about that before. And that was very interesting listening to what you were doing.
So I'll give you a little bit of a history. The Seabee started in 1942 during World War II. The U.S. needed a construction force that could also defend themselves. So there were plenty of contractors out there, but once they were wherever the Seabees were needed, they weren't able to defend themselves. And that's how the Seabees started. And the motto is, we build, we fight.
Wow.
Yep. And so Seabees go to boot camp, just like any other sailor. After boot camp, they go to their what's called an A school, where they learn their construction trade.
Right.
You've got electricians, welders, plumbers, builders, and there's even underwater construction.
Wow.
That's a lot more
That
training.
wasn't yours, right?
No. I was a construction electrician. And then Seabees also train in warfare. So there's a lot of training. And then after that, you can be attached to what's called a Naval Mobile Construction Battalion, or an NMCB. And they are home ported for 7 months, and then they deploy for 7 months. The two main bases, one in Port Hueneme, California, and the one where I was stationed, Gulfport, Mississippi. And my battalion, we deployed mainly to Guam and Spain. And then, so when we're in Guam, we cover the Southeast Asia portion of the world. And when we're deployed to Spain, we cover Europe. So anything that happens, we're able to travel within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay. And I know you had said something about one of your deployments being to Bosnia. Is that correct?
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So one of my deployments to Spain, I believe 1994, the Army was asked to be part of the I-4 mission, which was a peacekeeping mission in Bosnia. And there was no other construction force that was ready to go as fast as the Seabees. So they sent us over to Bosnia to build tent cities for the Army. It was the first time we worked with the Army in that way.
And you were there for how long?
We were there about 5 to 6 months, and then the next battalion came in behind us.
Took it over?
Yes.
What are some of the things you had to do when you were there? You were saying at one time, I think it was like getting the flight for the planes to come in or something like that. You had to do something.
So Seabees build a lot of airstrips. I never built an airstrip, unfortunately, but Seabees are known for building airstrips. In Bosnia, we built tent cities. So we would build the floors and almost like wooden sidewalks or pathways. throughout the little city. And, you know, there was electricity, of course. Plumbing was was a little archaic.
Yeah.
But that's what we did for the Army. And then it just kept getting better. We do a lot of maintenance for the different bases as well.
And how long were you in?
I was in for 5 years,
5 years.
1993 to 1998.
Okay, good. And when you came out, were you able to, did you use any of that or use your GI Bill, things like that?
So I did have the opportunity to continue working as an electrician. I did not take it. It was not the passion I thought it was going to be for me.
It was different, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, I was able to use the GI Bill. The state of Connecticut had a law, so I did not have to pay tuition at a state school, but I did use my GI Bill for everything else. All my books and my lab fees and all the other, I had no idea so many fees associated with school other than tuition. So that was great.
That's great. I love that you, and if you don't know, Sandy was with us when we brought the tribute here to Wethersfield. That's how we started to get to know each other. So it's wonderful having her here as one of my first guests and learning so much. So we've got to learn a lot about each other. I loved hearing your story when we were talking about being a Seabee. Is there anything else you want to add about that?
Just that it's very important. I work closely in Wethersfield with other veterans, and I think that something like this is so important because the stories do matter, and our veterans are very important. You know, a lot of people made sacrifices for us to live the life that we do, and we should be thankful.
Absolutely, and that's why we're here doing this, so I love it. I want to thank you also, so thank you so much, Sandy, and I really can't tell you how much I appreciate you. She's the one who got me with the Veterans Commission to get things rolling here in Wethersfield, so it was the best thing for us here to do that.
For supporting the vets here in town.
Yeah. So I hope you guys all love this tonight, and we're going to be talking to more veterans every week, or veteran organizations, or things that can help you if you're a veteran, you're looking for help in some way. And we're here to bring that all to you. So again, I want to thank you for listening. Thank you, Sandy. So thank you for listening. Remember, veterans' voices matter today, and they matter every day. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.